Hello, Carnage Cravers. Welcome back to Carnage Corner. I am Ken Carnage, and today we're going to be doing Monday Movie News. This is a show that I've been putting out every Monday. Put every in italics. I think I might have missed one, but I'm staying on top of it. So here we go. Going right into what's going on in the world of movies. All right. Reportedly, Nick, excuse me. According to Kevin Feige, who we'll be hearing a lot from in this episode, Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury character, will be appearing in the Captain Marvel movie. To what extent the character is appearing, we don't yet know. I will say this much. First off, Captain Marvel is a cosmic character. I think it would make more sense for them to have one of the Guardians of the Galaxy in there to connect her to the MCU, because, having Nick Fury, how'd Nick Fury get there? I don't know. It's asking us to suspend quite a bit of disbelief, but, whatever it is, Marvel's not exactly known for their groundbreaking film. It's, they make fun popcorn flicks. All right, so moving on to our next topic, Matt Reeves, who is the director of the War of the Planet of the Apes film, which is in theaters in a couple of days now, that I can't wait to see because it looks fantastic. Matt Reeves is the man who is directing The Batman with Ben Affleck. And Matt Reeves, in an interview recently, teasing the idea of possibly doing a Batman trilogy within the confines of the DCEU. I don't think anybody should find this as a surprise. I mean, maybe it's a surprise that one director will do all three films, but nobody should be surprised that The Batman will get a sequel. It's The Batman. Duh. Okay. Moving on. Dunkirk is, what are we, 2 weeks away from Dunkirk coming out in theaters. Dunkirk, of course, is the war film from Christopher Nolan. That's not really a war film. It's a drama, but it's set in the middle of World War II, which, in essence, makes it a war film. But it's not a war film, because Christopher Nolan, he said it's not a war film. He said it's a drama. It can be both, Chris. Seriously. Most war films are dramas. Okay. So, anyways, according to projections, Dunkirk is tracking at about $30 to $40 million. So according to their projections, that's what they think it's going to make in its opening weekend, which would make it the lowest grossing Christopher Nolan film ever. Not for nothing though. I mean, this isn't a film that's powered by huge star power. It's as he said, a drama. This is one of those films that it doesn't have to open up to a ton of money opening weekend, because it's going to have legs. It's going to make its money. There's no reason to worry about this film. Films like this have a niche audience. People go to see them. They may not rush out to see them, but people go to see them. All right? Moving on from there, Sony is talking about doing a sequel to Baby Driver. I haven't seen Baby Driver yet. The name itself sounds really stupid, but I've heard good things about the film. But I will say this. Anytime Sony is talking about making a sequel to something, every time Sony is talking about having a franchise, stop. Bad, Sony. Bad. You suck at franchises. Don't do it. Go to your corner. Damn Sony talking about franchises. Okay. Now, back to Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige also has been quoted as saying that Spider-Man is going to get a 5-film arc. Now, that does not mean that all 5 films will be Spider-Man films. It means Spider-Man's main character arc will span over 5 films. So by the 5th film that he's in, he will be a fully developed character, and we will have gone on this journey with him. Okay, and it is, that journey started in Civil War, and now Homecoming is out, and I haven't seen it yet because my time, it's crazy right now. I can't exactly just drop everything and run to a theater, and part of me doesn't even want to see it because it's got Tony Stark in it, who the only time I want to see Tony Stark is when the Hulk is bashing him into pieces. So, anyways, but it's starting with Civil War, and now it's going into Homecoming. Spider-Man will be in Avengers Infinity War. He will be in Avengers 4. And then, of course, we will, what they're calling right now, what they're calling Homecoming 2, which easily could have its name changed. The second standalone Spider-Man film reportedly will be what opens up Phase 4 for Marvel. So that's a pretty important film there, according to Kevin Feige. All right, moving on from there. The Hollywood Reporter has reported, imagine that, the Hollywood Reporter reported something. Okay, the Hollywood Reporter has reported saying that Lionsgate is likely to pick up the Hellboy reboot, Hellboy Rise of the Blood Queen. Now, I am one to say that, while a lot of things can be rebooted and remade and everything else, I think there's a certain amount of time that should be left in between. And sometimes you don't need to revisit things. I enjoyed the Hellboy films. I enjoyed Ron Perlman as Hellboy. I just don't know what direction they might go in. I mean, I'm interested, but I'm a little trepidatious because, it could really get screwed up. Apparently, the man who directed The Descent, a man by the name of Neil Marshall, will be directing this film. I did not check out The Descent. I'm married to a woman who cannot stomach horror films, so I don't get to watch scary shit anymore, which sucks because I love scary shit, but, it's one of those things. So, Neil Marshall is supposedly to be starting production on Hellboy Rise of the Blood Queen starting in the fall of 2017. So, I guess sometime next year we will be checking out a brand spanking new, completely recast and rethought out Hellboy. Well, at least we hope it's thought out. All right, our next topic there. Principal photography begins on Fantastic Beasts 2. And apparently this one's going to focus on Dumbledore facing off with the Dark Wizard Grendelheim, or whatever the hell that guy's name is, I forget. But here's the thing, why are we doing movies about things that we already know about? We know what happens. Dumbledore has the Elder Wand, the most powerful wand in the world, so he wins. Why is this a discussion? Why are we doing movies about shit that we already know the ending to? I hate prequels. George Lucas destroyed prequels for me. No prequels. No. Moving on. So, reports are in, and apparently Wonder Woman is the highest grossing film of the DCEU. Wow, that's amazing considering it's only the 4th film in the DCEU. The first film was centered on Super Douche, who nobody fucking likes. The second film was Batman v Superman, which got ass fucked and screwed up by What the hell was that director's name? I forgot the director's name, but he's a moron. Okay? And then they friggin' took Suicide Squad, which from all reports was at one point in time a great film, and then they chopped the shit out of it, handed it to a company that makes music videos, and go, here, have fun. Gee, is it any wonder that Wonder Woman made more money? All you had to do is be a competently made film that tells a decent story, and your odds of making more money than the other three were astro-fucking-nomical. Anyways, so I love this one. This is great. Variety magazine reports that July 12th, 2019 is the release date for Top Gun 2. Yes, because that's what we need. Another movie franchise that releases a sequel 30 fucking years later. I guess the Mummy movie bombing sent Tom Cruise the way of Vin Diesel looking for a franchise he could hang his hat on because his ass sucks now. I'm not being very impartial. I'm sorry. I can't. Not when it comes to Tom Cruise. Literally would like to bury him up to his head in sand, put honey in his hair, and watch the bugs rip him apart. That sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. I'm going to have to make it a point to do that. Yes. All right, guys. Our final piece of news for today, for this rendition of Monday Movie News. Okay, Bloody Disgusting reports. I know, I was surprised to find out there's a news site called Bloody Disgusting too, but there is, and they report some cool shit. Bloody Disgusting reports that the Leatherface film, which this is the first I've heard of it, guys, but the Leatherface film apparently has a release date of October 20th, 2017. That just goes to show you that these horror films, these slasher films, they just kind of sneak up on you. You know, like, you don't have to hear a whole lot, and all of a sudden, hey, yeah, we got a movie. Well, we're already halfway done with shooting. Yeah, look at these still shots. I saw some of the still shots. Great still shots. A nice shot of somebody getting shot in the head. Obviously can't show it. I'm not licensed to do that kind of shit, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, apparently, Leatherface will have to do with 4 teenagers who escaped from a mental institution and are being tracked down by these 2 cops who are out for revenge. That's just what we need to be showing people today. Cops out for revenge. The police have enough trouble today. Leave them the fuck alone. Anyways, getting back to it, apparently, one of these teenagers is going to be Leatherface. Wait a second. Leatherface was that big, tall motherfucker who's like 300 pounds and monstrous, and now we're talking about a teenager who's going to be... This is a prequel! This is a goddamn dirty, disgusting prequel! No! No! No prequels! Your mom needs help. No prequels! That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me on Monday Movie News. I am Ken Carnage. This is Carnage Corner, and until next time, Carnage is right around the corner.